Hi everyone, my name is Professor Dunn and I will be your instructor for this class. Today I'm making this video to walk you through just what you need to know and where things are in Blackboard to help you become familiar with that and so you can get a really good grade in the class. So when you come into the class, the first thing you'll see are the announcements, and sitting at the top of the announcements are my office hours, and they'll stay there for the whole semester. So I hold office hours on Zoom on Tuesdays from 1:30 to 2:30, and here is the link for them. But if you need to contact me, you can't make that and you need to contact me, you can email me and we can always set up another Zoom, or we can just communicate through emails. So here's my contact information, my email, my QCC email, if you need to email me. The announcements are here. The only announcement so far in here is about the office hours. The syllabus is here. So let's go through this quickly. So this is a WI class, a writing intensive class. And so there are quite a few small assignments throughout the semester that will lead up to a longer research paper, which will satisfy the writing intensive part of the class. So in this class, there's no textbook. I attempt to use mainly things from CUNY through a website called Smart History, and then other various things that I have located online that are free and accessible to students. So no need to buy a textbook. I do have one here that recommended if you want to get it. Really, any edition will do. But it really is not necessary. And I have two books actually here. But not necessary to go out and buy. And I do believe they are in our library on campus too. The class itself runs from prehistory, which is technically before written language, all the way up as close as I can to today, 2023, which is a lot of information to cover in a semester, but I always try to do my best to get us up to speed on everything. Okay. So the way the class is broken down on how you can get a good grade, right? That's what's so important to you. As I mentioned, we have our research paper. So to make this into the writing intensive element, what I've done is I've given you 5 what are called low-stake assignments. So these assignments are very small. They should be very straightforward and not too difficult, but as always, if you have problems with them, please just reach out to me. And then we have 2 high-stakes assignments. One is a full draft of your paper, and then the final research paper. We have 4 tests. These tests are pretty easy. Instead of giving you a big midterm or final, I like to chunk the information down into sections or units. So you'll have a couple of weeks and then you have a test on that information, and then you have a couple more weeks and you have a test on that information, and so on. So the information is not cumulative, meaning that you're not having this giant test in the middle of the semester and another big one at the end of the semester. I actually think students remember the information better when I do this. They are multiple choice, fill in, and essay. I will give you the essay question and a study guide prior to you taking the test. You really can pretty much prepare the essay before even opening the test. But that said, if there's anyone that gets extended time on tests and has accommodations that have gone through QCC, doesn't mean if you got it in high school, they're automatically going to give it to you at QCC. You have to go through the process of applying for it. But if you are falling under that category, please let me know right away so I can adjust your timing on your tests. You have weekly reading assignments and quizzes. So Blackboard doesn't let me, it doesn't have a distinction between a test and a quiz. So I have labeled everything that way, but be aware of that. We have tests that are timed, and then we have weekly quizzes that are part of the homework. They are untimed, and you can take them 2 times. They are not really to get you in any way. It's just hopefully to make you do the homework. If you use up your 2 times and you really need another time, I can give you another time on it, okay? As I said, it's not really an attempt to get you. My suggestion is always to have the document or video open on one device and take the quiz on another device if at all possible. So like a laptop and a cell phone, if you can. If you close the quiz, it counts as one attempt. So once you start it, I mean, you can, it's not timed. So if you have to go to the bathroom or something, it's fine, but you can't close the quiz. You'll have weekly discussion boards, which will really help you prepare for the tests. So they are really important that you do them. The discussion boards cannot be turned in late. They must be done on time each week. The quizzes, I understand, sometimes you get a little crazy with your life. So if you miss a quiz, it's fine. Just do it as soon as possible. Don't fall behind in them. It will be way too much for you to finish at the end of the semester. And as an incentive to stay on top of that, you have at about the midway point of the semester, if you've completed all the quizzes, you get an extra credit point added on to the end of the semester grade. And it means attempting. You could have failed every single quiz, but you attempted it. So you're still going to get that bonus point. And then the same at the end of the semester. If you've attempted all of the quizzes at the end of the semester, you get yet another bonus point added on, or extra credit point added on to your semester grade. So in essence, you can actually get 102 in the class. Okay. Your tests equal 19 points of your grade. The low-stake assignments, there's 5 of them. They're worth 2 points each. And then you have the first high-stake assignment, which is the full draft of your paper, is 5 points. And the second high-stakes assignment is the final paper, which is worth 15 points of your grade. The reading and quizzes total equal 36 points. So that's your homework. So, you know, if you don't do your homework, it's going to be an issue for your grade. And then in addition to the reading, the discussion boards also are here, 15 points. Each one is worth 1 point. We know about plagiarism. We don't tolerate that. You can read through all of this. And then here's the weekly calendar written out for you. This way, it's written a number of ways for you. So for each week, you see what is due. Your first low-stake assignment is due February 5th, which is picking your artist you want to research. Okay? So everything is written out for you. Okay? Then you have assignments. Here, everything is written out this way for you too. I just think it's a little easier, at least for me, this is easier. So here are the dates of the tests. Here are all your low-stake assignments, the 2 high-stake assignments, the extra credits, when everything is due. The papers and the projects. Really just, I should change that. It's just a paper for this class, because this is a WI class. So your first full draft goes in here. You click on this. And then at the bottom of this, you can submit your text. Okay? After you agree that you haven't plagiarized and everything. And then your research paper gets submitted here. Click on that. and the research paper gets submitted in here. So I've given you, this is also throughout the information here in Blackboard. This is a website that can help you if you aren't sure how to write a bibliography, if you aren't sure how to do MLA citations. You can use this website for help. You can also reach out to the library or the Learning Center. Okay, so it's here again for you. There's a couple of things here that are helpful sites. And then it's broken down. So the paper itself is a 5 to 7 page paper. And it's broken down into everything that is needed for the paper. And here is where you submit, see, submit your research paper here. That's where you submit your research paper.